大家好，我是老王啊。本期试玩内容是《最后的篝火》啊，这个是一款非常好玩的冒险解密游戏啊。这个游戏由无人深空的工作室打造啊，全新的冒险游戏作品。这个游戏也是发售了很久啊。游戏名为《最后的篝火》啊，在内容也和篝火有关啊，寻找最后啊，以及保护这个世界啊仅存的火种。游戏的画面比较清晰，主角是一个很萌的角色整体画风和无人深空的有点类似喜欢这个游戏的玩家不要错过。这个游戏感觉还是比较唯美的游戏描述一个迷路飞进遭困企图寻找生命的意义与回家的方向这款童书美术风格的冒险游戏玩家将陪伴这个迷路的飞进深入黑暗的森林、野外的土地，并展开冒险。我们看一下这个游戏。
There is a place where the lost embers go. As their light begins to fade. Ember ran, because standing still made them feel helpless. The wall glistened. The painting showed embers on a sacred journey. Ember felt so afraid and alone that it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze when they noticed a small satchel. The satchel felt heavy. Ember looked inside. The statue shone brightly in the light. There was a symbol on the floor. Ember noticed something wrong. There was a round space where something used to fit. To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place. Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger now alone in the dark. The stairway opened into a dark forest. Ember could feel fear taking over. They'd washed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar. Ember felt like they were being watched. As Ember approached, the flame seemed to call out. With a feeling like falling, the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin. The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember. Hope was almost within reach. The flame spoke and Ember listened. The flame lingered ahead. Was it trying to escape? Or leading the way? The campfire flickered into life. The ghost spoke. Hope has returned to a forlorn. I will warm them until they choose to move on. Ember looked to the ghost for answers. This is a place between places to travel through as your light fades. But none have passed on in a long time. The Forest King now holds us here, and those who linger will turn forlorn. Again that word, forlorn. The forlorn are those who lost their way along the path. If you find them, send them to me and I will guide them. I am just a guide along the way to fan the flame. So many lost embers have I seen, more than I could help. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. The Forest King watches the doors. The campfire will light the way. Find those who are lost. Bring embers to the fire. Travel wisely. Return if you have lost your way. The stranger said, "Take care of those you care about the most." The door was sealed shut. The ember was curious. Where did you wake up? I'm headed for the crossroads. It's not far, I think. I've heard there's a nest there, a safe place. The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths. The fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow. Sitting out there every day by the pond. Only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered. A thought beating like a drum. A thought that went round and round. It all started with a frog. Every day by the pond, a constant reminder. For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak. He looked at Ember, hopeful. The fisherman spoke softly. Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort. Spent every day side by side. So much better at fishing than me, that frog. It catches them before I can bait them. It makes me feel useless some days. The fisherman sighed. I've wasted so. The old man looked carefully at the pond, at their rod, well, listen to me here, rambling on and on. It helps though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. You saw the frog? Did the frog mention me? You ask the frog about me, see what they say. Actually, no, just... Please don't tell the frog how much I talk about them. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The stranger had blazed their own path. Created their own rock, their own islands. They did not need Ember's kindness. But still, Ember stayed. Building a bridge should it ever be needed. The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence. The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence. The traveler said, "You sailed in here. Where's your boat?" "Friend, you need a boat. Go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back." The traveler spoke. "I miss a good roast frog. Oh, how they crackle." The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were fixed on Ember, but it seemed to mean no harm. Was this the frog that the fisherman spoke of? Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The crow held its shining trophy tight. The cave entrance was overgrown with dry brambles. The stranger whispered, "I've never felt that. What does it feel like? Is it nice? It sounds nice."